What's going on YouTube? Welcome back to another episode of the CF Montreal Road to Glory, but in Ligue 1. Where we left off from last episode, we are currently sitting in 7th place, which is a lot better than I think we'd be doing at the moment. But we'll definitely take being in 7th, and as we look to continue moving up, we are only 6 points out of that Champions League spot. We'll take a look at the table right now. As we take a look at the table, you can see we're in 7th spot, and going up right behind Saint Etienne, who are on 36 points, in that last Champions League, maybe even Europa League spot. I think we need to get to 3rd, which is actually still Bordeaux at 36, so we're still 6 points back of our goal. We are doing better than what the board wanted from us. They wanted us to finish top 10 or mid-table, but we'll go with top 10. But as it looks right now, it's going pretty well. Only the 3 defeats so far, which is pretty surprising. Like we saw last episode, a lot of draws, and we'll just try to keep on moving up from there. It's January, so it's transfer time again, and as we can see here, Frappanos is someone we should have jumped on earlier on in the season. He's gone up 1 overall, so we'll take a look here at his value, and now it's gone from around 10 to 12, I think it was, to all the way to 16 to 23 valued. So that's way out of our ballpark. We have 11 mil to spend, so unfortunately we'll have to get the scouts out and try to find a replacement by transfer deadline day. Taking a look at the calendar, we have 3 games in January. I think this is about the time a cup game gets added, so we'll pay attention to that. But 3 big games, including one against Bordeaux, who are 6 points ahead of us. Going into February, we got the PSG game. Then it cools off a little bit, and then at the beginning of March, we play Lyon away. So I think that's the game I'll play, and we'll see where we are right after that game. So here we are at transfer deadline day. I tried to search out a couple players, and they all came back a little bit too high of an overall. So realistically, the only guy we can get is Loic Mbasso from Nottingham Forest. He'll slot in behind Kamar Miller and Umar Soleil, as Rudy Camacho was getting a bit older and left on a transfer at the beginning of the window. So we'll try to get Mbasso, who's only rated at 3 million at top end. So we'll go and we'll try to get him for around 2.7. That's the low end that they're suggesting there. So we'll take a look. We'll go offer a transfer fee, and let's go with the 2.7 and see what Nottingham Forest say. Perfect. So just like that, this is more just as a depth move. Frappanos would have been nice. He would have slotted in right away, and then Kamar Miller would have been the added depth. But he's only 21 years old, 69 overall. You expect him to get to at least the low 70s, and hopefully he can just give us some nice depth and be an impact player if need be. I don't know why I left. Let's try and go negotiate. Let's go. Rotation, that's exactly where we want him to be, so that's perfect. 5-year deal. Fantastic. This is going really well to start off with. Deny release clause. Clean sheets. We don't keep a lot of clean sheets, but even if we do, that bonus is pretty much nothing. So we'll go ahead and accept that. And quick, easy, like easy done, just like that. So taking a look at the team sheet for the Olympique Lyonnais game, you can see that Georgia Mihailovic has become our first 80 overall rated player. So that's awesome. Trying to get some guys who are higher rated on this squad, so that's a good start. Corbin now 72, and basically it's an unchanged team sheet. Mbasso has made the bench, and actually there was one change as Corbin has come in for Cunningham. So hopefully we can get a good result away at Lyon. The month of February was really nice to us, as we won 3 of the 4. We lost to PSG. I mean, that's expected. There was a cup game that was added at the end of January. That was Stade Rennais, I think it was, and we ended up going out on penalty. So again, the Coupe de France not being very nice to us, but we are on a 3-game winning streak at the moment. And to come into Lyon and get a result would be absolutely huge. So we're gonna do our best to keep it going. This Lyon team will be the most quality in the squad of teams we've played so far in this entire career. So we will see how we deal with it. Broguiard could be overlapping run. If Torres can get it to him, he can. Mihailovic is near back post. He's wide open. Takes it on the volley. Oh, and what a goal! what a goal! Georgia Mihailovic, the newly 80 overall rated player, is really showing his skill with an unbelievable left-footed volley, well found by Zach Broguillard, and it's a flying start for Montreal. It's about 20 minutes into this one, and there really hasn't been any chances created except for this one, and it's taken well by Georgia Mihailovic, and it is 1-0 CF Montreal. I thought he was going to take it on the header, but oh, and when he struck it on the volley, I thought there was no way it was getting by that defender, but lucky for us, it does, and it's 1-0. Lyon have had a lot of possession, but so far I've not done much with it. And as I say that, it's back heel to back heel. It's VR in the middle of the park. Oh, it's a nice slip through ball, and you knew it. You knew it as soon as it was put through the Montreal defense that it was going to be slotted right to the top corner where they always put it. Was that Paqueta, I think? Yeah, it's going to be it's a nice finish. You have to give him credit for that, but it is on Ultimate, so you really don't expect anything less. And except in this fairness, I believe he's like an 80 something overall player, so with the outside curve too, just to add insult to injury, as if I was going to make that save anyway. But outside of the boot, curves it from outside the post to inside. No chance for Zidane, and it is 1-1. So pretty much as expected, Lyon have had a bulk of possession, and oh, Soleil, well done. Other than that one breakthrough from Paqueta to make it 1-1, it's been pretty well dealt with for the amount of possession that they've had. Well, that's not what we want. Nice giveaway in the middle by Sturaro. There'll be a chance for Paqueta, well taken by Staphylidis, and there could be a break on for Montreal. Kyoto could get by his man. Oh no, he just gave up on that run. And Lyon did enough to deal with it. Whoa. Oh, there's no foul there. That would look like a very heavy challenge. But Soleil is up on his feet and he deals with it. That looked like a ridiculous challenge, though. Torres could be away up the middle. If Mihailovic can find him, he can. It's a heavy first touch. Oh, and the keeper just gets there in time. That may well have been our last chance of the half. We got to watch out that Lyon don't strike with less than a minute to go here in the first half. Oh, Staphylidis just got megged. Paqueta again, going to be closed down by Staphylidis and Soleil. Hopefully this will be enough to see it to halftime, and it is. So it's been a back and forth game, something I'm happy with. It's been Lyon again who've had the majority of possession, but again, we've held them to just the one goal, which they needed to have a perfect shot for, and it was. And again, in fairness, our shot was pretty nice as well, with Mihailovic giving at the time CF Montreal a 1-0 lead, and Torres just had too much of a heavy touch right near the end of halftime, as the keeper Lopez was able to beat him to his loose touch. Kyoto will get us started in the second half. We might look for a Gomes change, as Kyoto has been fairly quiet up to this point. But maybe we'll give him another 15-20 minutes to see what he can do. You know, fresh off winning the ball back in their half, look to go on a counter-attack. But this is where our formation really shuts down Ultimate, because they love building through the middle, and they can't do that. And case in point right there, as Montreal get the ball back, Kyoto will send it in for Torres. Oh, and who is Diamante, or someone who keeps closing everybody down. Broguillard did a good job of winning that back, but unfortunately goes out for a Lyon throw. But it will give us a chance almost on the half, on the hour mark. It will be Bafétimbi Gomes who comes in for Romel Kyoto. Gomes has been a threat in the air, which Kyoto hasn't been so far, so we'll look to take advantage of that. Broguillard, Mihailovic. We'll leave it for Piet. Again, not the most offensively gifted player, but he gets by his man. And chip it back post. Oh, and it's well kept by Lopez, as he deals with Corbeanu flying in. Unfortunately, it's a chance wasted by Montreal. For a chance for Lyon, who have it on the wing. Oh, and it's bar in. You gotta think Zidane could have done better there, as that Torgan Hazard has given Lyon the 2-1 lead. They were cutting us open and it looked dangerous. And this is right at the French keeper, who I'm hoping could do better than that. It was hit from basically the 6-yard box. So again, coming in with power and pace, but reactions weren't there. And now Lyon have the 2-1 lead. And this will give us a chance to make our second substitution as Theo Corbin is coming off for Jordan Lukaku. Torres will go play on the left wing because Lukaku needs to play on that right, as his favored left foot needs to be the one taking the shot as he cuts back in, because as we saw last episode, he missed the chance of the season with his right foot, with the goalie out of the net and him inside the 6-yard box. Let's try to forget that though and move on. And this will be the last chance for CF Montreal. Gonna be a sub here for Lyon. Shaqiri's gonna come on, but we're in the 89th minute. And we need to make something happen, and quick. And that's not what you want by Jordan Lukaku. Oof. We needed better than that. We needed better than that. I think Lyon will just be able to keep the ball now to the... And of course, there's only the one added minute. Piet does a good job of getting in the way of that, but unfortunately, it won't matter as we fall 2-1 to Lyon. It was our first real big test that we played in game, and unfortunately came up just a bit short, as we were hoping that Zidane could have done better on that Hazard shot, and it ended up being the difference as we fall to Lyon 2-1. Taking a look at the table, we have moved all the way up to 4th. That big month of February was obviously a big help. We do have a game, an extra game played than everybody else, but as you can see, PSG are way ahead of basically everybody, with Marseille being the closest 9 points back. So I think it's fair to say the league title is out of reach for this season, but we are still very much in the thick of things for European competition. We'll take a look now at the calendar, and there's only 2 games left to go in the month of March, probably because we're out of the League Cup. So we got those 2 games. We got a very busy month of April, with 6 games to be played, and with Monaco being that last game on the 30th. I think I'll play that one, because then that'll take us to 3 games remaining, and we'll see where we are with the fight for the European places coming down to it. So ahead of the big AS Monaco game, we've made a couple changes to the squad. Gomis will come in at striker, Cunningham will come in at left wing. And as we can see, Mihailovic continues on growing up. He's now an 81, which is great for the squad. Zidane is a 77 now, so hopefully he'll be able to save shots right at him. Let's get into the match. So as we come down to the late embers of the season here, we have a slim lead on Bordeaux for the last European spot for the conference, I believe. So it's really going to come down to it. This is a massive game. We have huge games coming up. This one here against Monaco, they're in 3rd. Coming up next is Lille, I believe, who are right in front of us in 4th. And then we have Marseille in 2nd. So it's going to come down to it, and it's not an easy rest of the way for CF Montreal. A win here would do wonders. So let's just start with this game first. First things first. Let's go. Goes and get some help from Cunningham. Can Cunningham get there? I believe he can. That's a nice ball to Mihailovic. He's going to cut this back. It won't go in. Oh, what a huge block by the defender. And then the keeper comes and claims. That was a massive block on Torres to deny Montreal the early 1-0 lead. I'm starting to get nervous that Ultimate have figured out our formation, as they seem to control it a lot in the middle and just wait for it to break down. And well, lucky bounces like that also help, but they're starting to go wide more, and it's creating a lot of chances for them. Well stuffed out there by Staphylides, but it will be a corner for Monaco. Here comes the ball. This should be for Zidane. Easy claimed. And maybe we'll look to sound a quick counter. If Broguillard could get out wide, he can. If the old legs of Gomis could have him running forward, he actually might be in. If it's overhit, it was going for Cunningham. Could he get there? Oh, he can. Unfortunately, again, it's the big Belgian keeper, Simon Mignolet, who comes to the rescue. Cunningham switches the play out to Torres. Gomis right up the middle. Oh, can he keep that in? Yes, he can. Cunningham. Oh, just kind of taken out. But Staphylides, and another block by Monaco defense, and it has them away and clear. Oh, that's well worked. Oh, and a perfect strike has Montreal down 1-0. Oh, really nothing you can do about that, as Alexander Golovin has put it literally in under the crossbar, right next to the right post. We'll take another look. There's nothing really Zidane could have done about that. It's you can't place a ball better than that inside the top right corner, as you see it going right into the corner, side netting. That's unfortunate, as we're really dealing with everything that Monaco had up until this point. Takes, again, another perfect shot on ultimate. What do you expect? 36 minutes in, it's 1-0 Monaco. With 5 minutes before halftime, it's going to be Monaco who's pressing again. They've been doing a lot down this right-hand side, yet the one time they went down the left, they ended up scoring. So, oh, just as I say that, they have another attack upcoming. Well won by Soleil again. And let's see if we can try to get one more attack going before the end of the first half. And we could be on to something. Cunningham might have a step. If it's well, it's just too long. Just too long by Mihailovic, but it's kept alive. It's Sturaro, Piet, Mihailovic. Oh, and a huge save by Mignolet, turning back the clock as he comes up with an absolutely ginormous save right before the half, as Mihailovic is about 10 yards away. And the Belgian keeper gets a huge paw on it to keep it out. Still 1-0 Monaco. We'll try again with Soleil here. If Gomes could set a nice little pick. Oh, Gomes couldn't get on the end of it. Could Piet keep that alive? He can't. Come to Piet. And a pass that comes to nothing. And it's brought down. That's the end of the half. So we're in it. I'm not upset with the way we're playing. We're in it right now. It just unfortunately, when you're playing on Ultimate, you can't really give up any shots inside the box. And Golovin showed us why you can't. And it's 1-0 Monaco. We just got to get a cut. We need to. Every game here is hopefully a must-win, especially with how tight everything is at the 4, 5, and 6 spot. We're currently in the conference spot, but we want to go for that Europa and just give us a bigger gap on Bordeaux, who's right behind us. We won't change anything at the start of the second half, but we'll see. We might need some subs, but what we do need definitely is at least a goal, hopefully 2. And could Cunningham with a curling effort and just goes right over the top of the bar. That would have been the absolutely perfect way to start the second half. But Cunningham came really close, unfortunately, just over the bar. Oh, that's tough. Start with a nice block originally, but it's still Monaco with the ball. Oh, and they could have another chance, but this time Zidane does come up huge with a massive save. We go down 2-0 there. It's not looking too good for us, so that's a huge save. Still a corner to defend. It's well won by Piet again. It's Mihailovic up the middle. Gomes is to the right. He's played in. Could he break away for a chance? He can, and it's a huge goal by Bafétimbi Gomes. It's exactly what CF Montreal needed. I was just thinking to myself, one of the ways that we're most dangerous is on counterattacks from corners. That was it was Cunningham who held up the ball well, got it to Mihailovic, and then Gomes was played in and did the rest. Even though he's getting up there in age, he's still just as crucial in front of goal as ever, and that is a massive goal for CF Montreal. So that makes that save by Zidane even bigger now, as instead of being 2-0, we got it at 1 apiece. This is big. Big 30 minutes left to play. It's a great run by Broguillard. So Gomes at the top of the box. He gets there. Oh, and he's just dragged it just wide of that far left-hand post. Was a good find by Broguillard, and unfortunately, he's just dragged it wide. Good read by Piet. Gonna get Montreal back on the attack. Torres stays on side. We could be in here. On his left, and Torres has given us the 2-1 lead. What a 10-minute spree there for Montreal, as it is a massive goal from Joaquin Torres, as Piet did a great job of reading that in the center, just staying back and waiting for the pass, cut it off, got it to Sturaro, who then played into Mihailovic, who found Torres. It was really close to being offside, but the little Argentinian stayed onside and put it in to make it 2-1 CF Montreal. If we can hold on to this would be absolutely huge. Turned over again by Monaco, and we're looking the most dangerous on the counter. It's gonna be Mihailovic, who's gonna step up for a strike, and unfortunately just goes over. They had taken away all the passes. That was for sure. Anybody in front of Mihailovic, that would have been a turnover. So that was actually a smart play to go for a shot. Unfortunately, just overhit, and it goes over the bar. And still 2-1 Montreal. Drogba would have loved a third there. We are going to go ahead and make a couple of substitutions here with, it's going to be Torres coming off for Theo Corbeanu, getting some extra speed out there. And the same thing with Gomes, who's coming off for Romel Kyoto, who's going to replace the CF Montreal number 9. We're all over the place right now. Soleil's got to get back to his center position, which he does. With 10 minutes to go, Montreal trying to hold AFC Monaco off, and it's a huge save by Zidane. After being called out hard in the first game of this episode, he has come out huge in this game, and these 2 huge saves so far in the second half have Montreal still in the lead. Again, this is where we're most dangerous, but we can't turn it off. We got to play good defensively. Well, that's an interesting ball by Solaro, and almost found Cunningham on the counter. Under 10 to go. We just gotta see out this last few attacks by Monaco, and hopefully bend and don't break time. Gotta close it down. Well done by Miller. Can he get that out? Oh, not at first attempt, but in the second attempt he does. If they're not gonna press us here, we can look to get this ball deep. Mihailovic could be in. He's behind the defense, and he's put it away. It's 3-1. It's Georgia Mihailovic. That is the biggest goal of the season so far, and this will for sure see CF Montreal the 3 points, a massive win coming down to the end of the season. What a huge goal by the CF Montreal ace. That in the 89th minute, just a massive goal. That even if somehow AS Monaco can come back here and get a goal, it won't matter, as that was absolutely huge for CF Montreal. We'll try to help Zidane here not concede another, because he has been maybe the man of the match, even just with keeping out that huge attempt that was going to make it 2-0, made a big save, and then at 2-1 made another absolutely stunning save off a header from less than 8 yards away. So we're past the 3 minutes of injury time. I think one more chance. No, it's gonna be called there by the ref. Whew, an absolutely huge win for CF Montreal. That is so big, and you will see in a second why. So with that win, that has us in sole possession of 4th. We are 2 points up on Bordeaux, 4 points up on Lille. For this 4th spot. We're even almost in striking range of Monaco themselves now, with them only being 3 points ahead of us. But as you can see, PSG have had the league wrapped up for about a month now, as they're 13 points clear of second place Marseille. But we still have a lot to do before we see off this season and hopefully our first trip into Europe. Taking a look at the calendar, we have Lille, Marseille, and Stade Rennais. What can we get from these games? We'll go to Quick Sim Live, and we'll see what we can do. So first up will be Lille. We're gonna keep an no, actually, because Cunningham is not fully fit, we'll have Lukaku start for him, and we'll go for a quick sim and see if we can get a huge result here. A draw. I'll definitely take a draw. I'll definitely take a draw against Lille. They are 4 points behind, and we would love for them to stay that way. Oumar Soleil, I believe, getting his first goal with CF Montreal there, and that's good. That's good. I can handle that. We'll go take a quick live look at the table to see where we are, and we're still 3 points up on Bordeaux, and again, the big 4 points ahead of Lille. Next up is Marseille. If we can get another draw from this one, I mean, unbelievably a win would be fantastic, but we're gonna keep the The same team as the game against Monaco, where Cunningham is coming back in. And hopefully we can get a result from this. It would be absolutely huge. And we get destroyed instead. That's not what we were looking for. If Lille could have lost, that would be the ideal scenario. We'll go check that out. And loading here taking forever, just add suspense. And Lille, they did lose. They did lose, so Lille are out of at least the Europa. But now we have Strasbourg and Bordeaux behind us, with Stade Rennais being in 8th place with 54. It's not going to be easy. We're going to quick sim it again and see if we can get the sim luck on our side. We're going to make a few changes to that team that lost 4-1 to Marseille. We are going to take out Gomis. We're going to put Kyoto in, and we're going to have Corbanu come in for Cunningham. And hopefully that this can get us a result. I didn't check the goal differential, but if we were to get a draw and the other two win, we would all be tied on points. So hoping for at least the draw. Obviously a win's the best case scenario. Let's get it. And it is a 3-1 loss, so we could be out of Europe if results did not go our way. Let's go check it out. That would be absolutely crushing if we miss out. And we do not, as both teams behind us drew. We had that 2-point lead, so we actually finish in 4th position. I believe that's either the conference or Europa. I think it is Europe. I think that the top 3 in France go to Champions League, and then number 4 is Europa. So that is an absolutely huge success for CF Montreal. We'll take a quick look at the squad hub and see how we did this season with some stats. And it was Joaquin Torres, who has 17 goals, so pretty good if you ask me. Bafétimbi Gomis had 14, even though he went down 4 overall. So we'll have to see. He may be retiring. He is 37. We'll have to check that. Mihailovic with 13, and then it's scattered down the rest with 4 3s and 2s. Assist would be, again, it's Georgia Mihailovic, the Montreal ace. He's been playing unbelievable, and he's a lot of fun to play with at 81. Easily our best player. And how did Zidane do at the end of the season? Finished with 7 clean sheets. So hopefully we can work on that next time, or next season, and hopefully raise that number just a little bit. We'll take a quick look at our youth academy and see what our scouts brought back. And unfortunately, it's not all that much. We have, I think it's Cameros Matasina. Again, 86 is the highest overall potential, so nothing too special. I think I'm gonna wipe. I'm gonna promote some of these guys and then see maybe get them out on loan, because we need to hit that owner objective of signing players under 20. So I'll sign the top 3 and see if I can get them out on loan. And then I think for Filippo Palmieri will probably just be released. Nah, we'll sign him too. He has the highest overall currently out of them all. So we'll see. Nothing too special for our youth academy right now. So we'll take a quick look at our board objectives. And youth development, the only high objective, we nailed both, so that's good. Board is really happy with us. Brand exposure, we nailed it also. 18 scored 18 times. They only needed 10. Continental, it'll be exciting to see one there next season. Domestic success, again, we were knocked out of the Coupe Nationale very early. I think a first time asking by Stade Rennais, so that's unfortunate. But finished mid-table, we made European football, so that's fantastic. Financial, that I'm just going to go ahead and move the rest of the budget down to 0, so hopefully we get that. And again, very good year. So that's where we're going to end this episode. A huge success, finishing 4th in Ligue 1 of our first time asking. We just got promoted from Ligue 2. I mean, it's been a dream so far. CF Montreal will be heading to Europe for the first time. It sounds ridiculous, but hey, it's awesome seeing my hometown club going to be battling with some of the biggest teams in Europe, so that's awesome. So if you haven't already, please leave a like and a comment down below and subscribe to the channel. It really helps us out a lot. And as always, thanks again for watching, and stay tuned for episode 5 coming soon.